Hello, good morning students. Today we'll be learning about principle of mathematical induction. Now this is a totally new chapter for you guys, chapter number 4, but I think it's going to be really interesting jumping from trigonometric function to this chapter, that is principle of mathematical induction. And I would like you guys to go through the basic of this chapter, and then we can move on. And this chapter does not contain many exercises, so we don't have to stay in one chapter for a very long time. So in this chapter, what does it say? It says to find mathematical conclusion. आप साइंस में या मैथ्स में कुछ कंक्लूजन निकालते हो, आप साइंस में भी एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हो तो कुछ कंक्लूजन निकालते हो, राइट? वो कंक्लूजन निकालने के लिए दो बेसिक प्रोसेस होते हैं, इवन साइंस में या मैथमेटिक्स में. वन प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड इंडक्शन, द अदर process is called deduction. Deduct karna. Okay, maybe deduction is much easier than induction, but I mean, like, in concept wise or in understanding wise, we'll also study deduction. There's a totally different chapter on deduction, but right now I'll also explain you a little bit what is deduction and what is induction as well, because this chapter is all about induction. So I'll be helping you guys. So basically, that this is the process of getting a conclusion. Okay, I'll help you guys how to find a conclusion as well. So but let's read the definition about induction. Induction means the process of reasoning from a particular to general. From a particular to general. Process of reasoning from a particular to general. Maybe some of you guys won't understand like this. I'll give you guys an example. Let's take an example that Ritika likes pizza. Very particular. I'm taking the name of the person. Ritika of class 11th likes pizza. Shivam of class 11th likes pizza. Bhavna of class 11th like pizza. I'm being very particular. Can you see? Particular. And I'm going to transfer it and I'm going to bring a conclusion in a general form. So what is the general form I'm bringing out into? Class 11th student of Shishya Public School likes pizza. So I was very particular about 3 students. Because I saw 3 students, I gave a conclusion that class 11th student like pizza. I'll give you one more recent example. So I heard the news that there's a cure for coronavirus, and one day I was looking at news on YouTube, and Ramdev Baba was on the screen, and he was giving his interview that he found coronil, the medicine. But and he was asked by the reporter, how many people have you tried on? He said 2 or 3 people we have tried and we have been successful. So what did he do? He was very particular. 2 or 3 people he tried, and he gave a general form. He was particular about 2 or 3 people, and he gave a general form that coronil can work for everyone. But that's not possible. That's not how you can draw just in medical science ki only 3 people mein se kar liya, and then you can say this medical. But the process, how he brought that into the market by figuring out for 3 people or just going through 3 people, and then just giving a general statement that coronil can work. So even I'll take one more example. Okay, so basically induction is a process of reasoning from particular to general. You're giving the answer, you're giving the reason by looking at particular people. I'll give you one more example. As soon as I entered the school gate, I heard 4 children speaking in Hindi. Raghav, Jay, Arpit and Rishabh. These were the 4 children speaking in Hindi. Okay, so when I heard them speaking in Hindi, what was my general process or general outcome or general reasoning? That all the students in our school speak in Hindi, or all the students in Shishya Public School speak in Hindi. So this is a general form. Okay, I hope you guys are getting it. Let's go on this side and just try to understand. We'll try understanding in the chapter when this chapter comes also, deduction. But right now I'll just go through the definition. Definition is from general to particular. Opposite है, दोनों opposite है, totally opposite from each other. Okay, this is from particular to general, and this is from general to particular. How to explain this? All the basketball players are tall, so I'm generalizing. Basically basketball players are tall, I'm generalizing, just talking in general, है ना? And then I said Arpit is a basketball player, so I generalized कि all the basketball players are tall and Arpit is a basketball player, and I'm giving a particular outcome or reasoning. What is a particular outcome? That Arpit is tall. Okay, so I had a general view of basketball players, general view, overview, and then I brought it into a particular view or particular concept or particular reasoning that Arpit is tall. Why? Because he's also a basketball player. Okay, so that's how deduction is different from induction. Okay, this is also in your books, but I'll just go through it. That one of the second heading is mathematical statement. What is mathematical statement? Any statements that carry mathematical, x, y, z, or variables, or constant numbers. They are called mathematical statement, and which also are sentence. So 7 is a odd natural number. It's a sentence, it's carrying 7 as a number, an odd natural number. It's a part of mathematics. X plus 2 is a factor of x square minus 3x plus 2. There's one more example in your book. Mumbai is a capital of Maharashtra. That is not a mathematical statement. Okay, rest all of them are mathematical statement if you guys see very carefully. Okay, so they have given the difference. Like if you see the third example, it says in your books Mumbai is the capital of Maharashtra, not a mathematical statement. Okay, but you would be very clear about it, what is the mathematical statement and what is not a mathematical statement, right? Okay, right now we'll also look how to denote प्रिंसिपल ऑफ मैथमेटिकल इंडक्शन और इस चैप्टर में काम कैसे करना है और कैसे डिनोट करना है. सो इफ यू सी द वेरी फर्स्ट सेंटेंस, n+1 is divisible by 2, n square minus n plus 41 is a prime number. In both the sentence, in all the sentence that you see from the book as well, I have copied this sentence from the book, and if you see this, all the sentence carry n with them. N is basically the natural number they are trying to denote. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. N is a natural number. I'm not talking about whole number. Please be very, very clear about it. N is natural number. Wherever you see n in this chapter, that is natural number. And you're going to see in every question n. Every question is going to carry n. But how do we denote? We denote it by Pn or Sn. Okay? Pn or Sn. I can give you guys an example. Like if Pn is the statement, so I can write 2 3 to the power n minus 1 is divisible by 7. So this Pn is divisible by 7, I can directly say. Okay, so I don't have to write in front of this. I can write in front of this as well. It's not wrong that this is Pn, and if I write P2, so wherever n is there, I'm going to write 2 over there. So for example, if I have to write, if there is n, I won't be writing n anymore, I'll be writing 2. So let's see example number 1, because 6 questions are based on example number 1. So we'll look at example number 1. What does example number 1 says? So example number 1 says, if Pn is a statement, if you guys can read it with me, if Pn is a statement, n cube plus n is divisible by 3. Show that P3 is true and P4 is not true. So what do you understand by this? Show that P3 is true and P4 is not true. It means I have to show that P3 डाल के मेरा क्या आ रहा है? Is it divisible by 3? Let's see. 3 27 plus 3 30. 30 is divisible by 3, isn't it? But let's look for 4. 4 का cube plus 4, that is 4 4 is 16 into 64 plus 4, that is 68. Not divisible. You can also check that out. Not divisible. Is that okay? So 6 questions from the exercise are totally dependent on the first example. Okay, we'll see one more example from your books itself, and then we can see one more question, the last question from your book. So example number 4 we'll be looking at. Okay, if you guys are also looking at example number 4, that would be great. I would say it would be amazing. So this is a statement: p to the power 2 to the power 3n minus 1 is divisible by 7. It is divisible by 7. Prove that pm is true. Then I have to prove that pm is true. This is pn given to me. I have to prove that pm के लिए भी true होगा statement, and I have to prove that ये pm plus 1 के लिए भी true होगा. Okay, we'll also talk about this in the next exercise as well. Right now, if you see pn तो आपके पास पता है, तो let pm be true as well. So pm क्या हो जाएगा? pm की अगर मैं वैल्यू डालता हूं तो क्या हो जाएगा? 2 3 m minus 1. Wherever is n, I'll put m, है ना? And then let's put for pm plus 1. So 2 3 m plus 1 minus 1. Okay, I hope you guys are able to see. So जहाँ भी n आना था, जहाँ भी n था वहाँ मैंने m plus 1 लिख दिया. और ये जो है, ये स्टेटमेंट है, दिस इज मल्टीपल ऑफ व्हाट? 7, या डिविजिबल बाय 7. सो दिस कैन बी एनी इंटीजर. ओके, 7 1 जा, 2 जा, 3 जा, 4 जा. दिस कैन बी 3 4 5 6 1 2 3 4 5 6 एनीथिंग. ओके, बट दिस इज अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 7. So I can say that if I shift 2 to the power 3m equals to 1 over there, so I can say this plus 1, इसकी वैल्यू कितनी हो जाएगी? 7 एन इंटीजर प्लस 1 इज अ मल्टीपल. ओके, यू कैन जस्ट राइट इट लाइक दिस. इसकी वैल्यू ये है. ओके, लेट्स हैव अ लुक नाउ व्हाट टू डू. नाउ इफ आई सॉल्व द ब्रैकेट, व्हाट आई विल बी गेटिंग? 3m प्लस 3 माइनस 1, है ना? एंड यू नो वी हैव स्टडीड अ लॉट अबाउट पावर्स, एक्सपोनेंट्स. ये कब आता है? हम प्लस कब करते हैं पावर्स? जब सेम बेस होते हैं और जब मल्टीप्लाई हो रहे होते हैं बेस. तो अगर ये 3m है और ये 3 है, तो मैं कैसे लिख सकता हूँ? 2 to the power 3m plus 3. I can add the powers when the bases are same. So same like this, what I can do over here, I can split the powers also. Right? And then इसकी वैल्यू मुझे पता है. इसकी वैल्यू क्या है? 7 plus 1 multiplied by 8 minus 1. So if I multiply this, 7 8 is 56 plus 8 minus 1. If you see the like terms, so I can 56 plus 7. If you take 7 out, so 7 8 plus 1. Now tell me one thing, is this a multiple of 7? Yes. Yes, ये 7 के टेबल में आता है. Yes, 7 easily दिख रहा है बाहर. दिख रहा है कि नहीं दिख रहा है? So I can say this is a multiple of 7. So how did I do this? I didn't do anything. मैंने m plus 1 रख दिया n की जगह, और जहाँ भी है वहाँ पे m plus 1 रख दिया, और इसको स्प्लिट कर दिया जो पावर्स है. जब मैंने स्प्लिट करा पावर्स को, then I can say 3m plus 1 की वैल्यू क्या थी वो मैंने पुट कर दी. और when I kept the value, I saw that this can be solved like this. We'll do one more example. Okay, we'll do last question from the exercise. We'll do last question from the exercise in order for you guys to explain this. So question number 6 we'll be looking at. Okay, so there's a statement Pn, and it says 3 to the power 2n minus 1 is a multiple of 8. Is a multiple of 8. Show that. हम will not do the first part, we'll do the second part. that it is true for pm, हमें ये दिखाना है, show that it's true for pm and also it's true for pm plus 1. Okay, this is the second part we'll be doing. So right now if you guys see over here, then I'll be keeping pn, तो आपके पास है एन पी एम, आई बी कीपिंग दैट इज 3 to the power 2m minus 1 is a multiple of 8. Okay, and then 3 to the power 2m is equals to multiple of 8 plus 1. I hope you guys all agree. ठीक है, मुझे इसकी वैल्यू मिल गई 3m की. नाउ आई विल कीप द वैल्यू ऑफ इस इक्वेशन 1 लिख दो. ओके, m plus 1, it is true for pm, so let's say it's true for pm plus 1 also. And then what I'll be doing, I'll be keeping wherever I see 3, equation में 3 to m plus 1 minus 1. Okay, and then split them. That's how you're gonna split. And this, इसकी वैल्यू आपको पता ही है कितनी है. इसकी वैल्यू 8 का मल्टीपल प्लस 1 इंटू 9 माइनस 1. सो 9 8 से 72 प्लस 9 माइनस 1, सो 72 प्लस 8, right? And then 8 is common. If you see 8 is common, and what is left? 9 plus 1. So is it a multiple of 8? Yes, it's a multiple of 8 because 8 is getting multiplied with the bracket, so it's a multiple of 8. Simple as that. Okay, that's how you'll be solving this type of questions. Okay, have a good day.